Hello, and welcome back to another round of First to Worst. I'll be your host, Dragon on your shirt, and here in the commentator booth we have Mr. King.
Hello there.
All right, and today we're going to be running Aleyssu versus Avennon.
Hello.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, gentlemen, when you're ready, go ahead and eat your hot dogs and start rolling them gats. Yeah.
I am playing a game of whether I can survive my headset dies 5 times throughout the game.
Bodyguard
Let's see.
38.
You're working with a PM pistol that's been modified with a laser and double stack mags. I don't know what it's called.
Oh, yeah.
The PM.
Yeah, the dummy thick Makarov.
Oh yeah, that thing.
That's
The
its name.
PP something. I forget what it's called.
We'll keep like
Yeah. Just
Okay,
the,
I'm good.
All right, so both of our contestants are fine with what they got. Gentlemen, do we have any final words before we send you off?
Good luck.
pray for me, brothers.
Oh, we'll be praying. All right, well, we're going to go ahead. We're going to mute and deafen you both. Just keep on doing your thing. Alrighty, and we'll go ahead. We'll open up their audio here in a hot minute so I don't have to hear my own dreaded voice.
And I hope you remember that I need a feed, so I have an what's called accurate feed of things. Thank you.
Give me a hot minute here. Da-da-da-da-da. All right, King. So how do we feel about the starting loadout? We got the Stoyer Scout versus the dummy thick Mac.
Ooh, the scouts. We saw the scout. What's called being used. What's called last run with what's called Baldric. They made great use of it, but I would say the Makarov with the laser sight has the edge here. Even if it's 9x18, it's fairly strong and competent. So
Yeah, despite the fact that it's 9x18, which kind of falls behind in terms of lethality, it still makes up for it by being relatively low recoil. And, and it looks like Avennon got himself.
That's the what's called P350.
The P350 by Barra, baby! Let's go! Okay, I take that back. Avennon's a shoo-in. He's gonna win. There's no argument.
Yeah, I don't blame what's it called Aleyssu for going for the hollow points there. That should help things. And then getting my favorite shotgun, the KS-23. Once again, please be aware that this does not one-shot the recursive. You have to have a bullet boost in order to one-shot recursive. I was under the effect that was not the case, but no. It is a good shotgun. If you don't like stockless.
Stepping into their first hold here.
Yep, give a bit because I think Dragon forgot to reactivate some scenes. All right, either way, we got hard.
She's a little.
We got sex.
What?
Yeah, we got sex in this whole let's call it crossover.
Oh, you said statics. I thought you said something else. I was like, what? All right.
I fumbled my encryptions. 4 and 5 and a 6.
There it goes. Avennon stepping out of their first hold while Aleyssu steps into theirs.
Data extracted. 4 override tokens found.
All right.
Woo,
man,
that 9x18.
Just whiffing at him. Honestly.
Yeah, that 9x18 with hollow points is doing work. Like you can tell the difference between just full metal jacket and hollow points. Just being able to pop those heads, it helps so much.
Already got 3 statics down. There goes 4, then 5.
I think that was slightly faster. So we are seeing a slight lead from Aleyssu.
Yeah,
and
that
Avion is currently clearing out their hold.
I think that low recoil is really working Aleyssu's favor, especially with having to take out those statics.
Mm-hmm. Able to keep their what's called point of aim quite well. So.
Point of aim, point of interest.
Mm-hmm. All right. What's it called? Avian or? Oh, quick
Aleyssu
question. How do you
getting-
pronounce this name?
Override token found.
What? Avennon?
How do you? Yeah, Avennon. Thank you.
Avennon.
Avennon. My bad. I
Alright.
keep trying to go for a high A instead of a low A. Oops, patch roll. Not
Alright.
bad, not great.
Aleyssu taking a walk through the substation.
Substation. Keeping their stealth bonus quite well. Again, let's go. Once you get hollow points for 9x18, it actually becomes a competent weapon. So, like I said, I did feel that they had the edge with weaponry right now. But I believe that's changed right now. As Avedon or Avion.
Avennon got himself the SPOS 12, the SPOS Tactical, getting, well, probably the worst red dot to go with it. But the question is, will he get a stock for his SPOS?
Trying to what's called figure out eye relief on that thing.
He can't decide if he wants it all the way forward or all the way back. There is no
Yeah.
in between with Avennon. He
And
is,
they're in their hole.
he is
Here we
not
go.
a centrist.
Yeah, here we
Good
go.
side.
Substation hardens and swarms.
What?
Substation's fun because if you accidentally aim wrong, you will just destroy yourself by ricochets and the zappy things. It is quite fun. Ooh, free gun from what's called A.
And, ooh, I think Avennon is rocking double up buck for now. I think he's going to do the thing
Double up
where...
buck, really?
Yep,
Yep,
he's
that
already
is,
got 2 hardens.
That's double up. Interesting
And there
strat.
it goes.
Nice shots. All right.
So I'm willing to bet the strategy is he's using double up buck for that extra lethality, but then he's going to switch to number 4
Analyzing
for
system.
encryptions. It's not a bad idea, but having to switch between rounds in any shotgun that isn't mag fed is kind of a pain.
Yeah, agreed. You kind of just have to run the entire thing
gotta-
dry before you know, start dealing with your new thing. Actually, wait, no, that's a lie. You can clearly load in front of what's it called, your last caliber. You just gotta make sure you do so.
Yeah, it's just a matter of whether or not you can load in enough, because unless you've been with it. Alright, swarms are up. He got 1.
Oh,
Already got 2.
having
And
trouble with
there
the
goes
pistol.
the third. That
Wow,
ain't too bad.
got in the middle.
What a
Yeah,
what
shot
a
in-
draw! Man,
Yeah,
we
shot
got,
right in the middle of those two and managed to clear that last one with one shot.
Man,
How
who do
about
we
that?
have
Moving
here?
on.
John Wick or
Advance to
something?
next system
Damn.
node and take.
All right, moving on. Aleys, and it's
Analyzing system.
they have the free gun, so they have a shotgun advantage right now. Well, I'll say a shotgun advantage. Honestly,
They're
The free gun-
comparable.
yeah, the free gun, even though it is, you know, the longest two-fed shotgun in the pool, I don't like this thing because it's what's called wrist breaker grip instead of
Yeah,
what's
but
called.
it's got the higher capacity. All right, already got
Ooh,
one, got
ouch!
3, 4,
4,
and, oh,
5.
one more. Just
we
one
go.
more encryption.
Yeah,
Oh,
lost
wait, no.
the no
Oh, no,
hit
they got
bonus
it,
from
they
a
got it.
ricochet. Yeah, ricochet hit the substation and zapped them. There goes their no hit.
Aleyssu getting electrified. Really is a shocking turn of events.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Got it.
Holding right in the middle. Got a great lineup for their swarms. This is going to be
the
quite quick.
best lineup right there.
Yeah, we should hopefully see a lead change unless they absolutely
All right,
botch it.
They're up. Double tap on. Ooh, getting a quadruple tap. Oh, that was fast. Damn.
Yep, not bad at all.
Data extracted.
All right.
Override tokens
Can we
found.
please stop putting every sandwich on a
Advance to
brioche
next
roll?
system.
No, we can't have enough sandwiches on the brioche roll. I don't know. I heard a Sosig line.
Mhm.
All right, so it has to be Aleyssu touching some grass. Confirm grass toucher caught live here in the first to worst.
Oh, Evadon buying the VT. Ouch.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw the VT and I was like, why did he go for another? Ooh,
Wow!
Damn, getting the Vector with the 100-round drums. That ain't too bad.
Yeah, I gained the angry face, what's it called, sight with
Doesn't-
it as well, but
I'm willing to bet he was probably rolling for a second shotgun so he can akimbo the refractive down the line. Avennon,
yep, gearing up for the finale.
Avennon strategizing, thinking like several steps ahead.
Yeah, and what a SMG to go for. I would
like,
say
we're-
they don't have to roll ever again. They can just focus on power dogs from here on out with that. if
We're
they play
all,
their cards
we're all
right.
playing checkers while Avennon is playing 10D chess.
Yeah, the Vector is a great roll. I remember it used to be the dead roll in the SMG roll because you only got the stick mag, but thanks to the addition of the drum mag, it is a pretty competent roll now. It's
I
still
never-
45 ACP though. That's the problem with it.
45 ACP ain't that bad.
Yeah, but AP problems with what's called the gas mask will start cropping up. Either way, we're going into hub here. We've all seen the tragedy that hub can bring. Good job with that.
System node.
Either way, here we are. Hardened swarms and
Avennon
what's called
locking-
recursive.
Locking it down in the hub. Going hard in the hub.
Yeah,
Ooh, is that burst fire?
Hardened
yeah, dude's using the hyper
neutralize it.
Ooh,
sound burst.
switching to the
That is-
spots, taking out 1 hardened, 2 hardened, 3 hardened,
Oh,
4
gain
hardened,
Yeah, getting sideswiped by some soldiers coming in.
5 hardened.
Got 3 more hardened somewhere. Oh, that's not
They're
doing
under-
it.
Oh, there goes.
So, one more.
Right under the floor, I bet. It's gotta be.
If I would say it's
Avennon
above.
taking
Losing
some
the no hits.
shots there.
Yeah, losing the no hit. Gotta find that Harden. There it is.
Neutralized.
Hoofda. Yeah, he's not happy with that clear. I don't blame them.
System layer.
That's all right. He's got at least like 2 guns using 45 ACP. He is rocking the Lord's caliber. He's got the power of God and anime on his side.
Yeah, if he really wants to make what's called the Vector even better, I would say that they would probably need to buy a suppressor and get some what's called at least some API in there at some point.
Swarm
Uh,
encryption
Swarms are
Just to go
up,
ahead.
switching to his spots. Got a triple
Yep.
tap on the first, single tap
Single
on
tap,
the second,
single tap.
another single tap.
So he's in front, swapping over to the Vector to deal with them. I believe I'm seeing that what's it called penetration issue that I was talking about with 45 ACP with the gas mask right there, as they just had to constantly it's called
And
spray
there
it down.
goes the
and-
swarms. Not bad.
Yep. Last time
Well,
you
it's-
actually
it's a
ever need to
matter-
use number 4.
I don't know if he got hollow points for it. Though.
analyzing
Oh wait,
system.
hold up.
Yeah.
We got some issues with Aleyssu. Here, let me go ahead and pull them.
Give
in
them
super
a
fast.
sec. Their headset's dead. They said that their headset likes to do this, so yeah, they're
Hold on.
currently reconnecting.
Let me go ahead and.
Great.
Hey, Aleyssu, how we doing?
It's not going good here. Normally it doesn't cut out like this though. Like if my headset's knocked up, usually I'm back in the game too.
I was gonna say, I noticed you're kind of froze there. Is everything all good? You gonna be able to fix it?
It's okay. We'll figure it out.
Recursive
Okay. All right. I'll just go ahead and I will mute and deafen you, and I guess DMS if you need a hand or something.
Yeah, thank you. See you soon.
encryption neutralized.
All right.
So we'll just go ahead and keep things focused on
Hold successful.
Avennon
Absolutely.
while Aleyssu
Advanced
figures
connect
things out.
system node.
Looks like they're Hopefully they don't get zapped by a roaming patrol.
Yeah, that's the worry. If they get patrolled, that's gonna be it. Essentially.
No, we can run them again since it's a technical issue.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not entirely over. Like if someone gets taken out by a patrol while they're having technical issues, we can 100% make exceptions. But
Yeah, going into lobby immediately. Interesting.
probably looking to clear the Sosigs out before they go to the thing.
Yep, I don't blame them.
Stealthing with the spas. Stealth
Yes.
shotgun, let's go.
The epitome of stealth with a loud booming bang coming from them down below.
I mean, unless the Sosigs reacted a lot more radical to...
There goes the cell bonus. Okay, I think I was just looking at the drifting going on with Alay.
Yeah,
and,
they're
they're starting to get into a corner now.
They're
Oh, I just thought of a grim solution thing that could happen to them. They could clip out of bounds and teleport to the hub right now. That would be disappointing. I think they've hit a wall and have stopped drifting, so that's good.
Sorry, we'll keep an eye on it, but for the most part, we're gonna focus on Avennon right now because that is where all the action is happening.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Avennon, a confirmed venter, straight up imposter behavior.
Alright, judgment. Alright.
Judgment. Yo, who are we judging in here?
Everyone.
Is this where all the hot dogs come around to get to voice their bad takes? They give their opinions, and whoever has the least popular opinion gets hucked into that void.
Alright, so,
nice. Ooh, nice. Getting the M16 with a carry handle sight, I believe. Yeah, that is a carry handle sight. Getting the getting the drip roll here. They're probably not going to use it, and I'm going to reprimand them for it if they don't use that carry handle sight.
I mean, they could use it as a let's call it a foregrip at least. But they got the 1X, which is honestly probably one of the best sights.
The prism scope, or the prism sight.
Yeah, looking. And
how dare! Okay, someone's getting DQ'd.
Nope, that doesn't work. Too high. Judging the sight reticles.
You know, honestly, the prism optic is a lot better on shotguns, all things considered.
Yeah, it does have a dot. Yeah, it does have a dot, so it kind of maxes the thing. Doing a quick little stretch, and I believe they are, fully abandoned. That carry handle does not exist in Avion's head.
What's over there?
Here, I'm gonna go ahead and Alright. Just got a DM from Aleyssu. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna talk to him real quick.
Okay.
Hey, yo, I just got your DM. What's up?
Okay, so this is the first time I've seen this kind of issue, but Oculus is up, but everything's back. I can pull up my dash, and the game is just not there.
The game's not there? Have you tried restarting everything?
Restarting...
Yeah, have you, restarting your headset, all that good stuff?
I've unplugged and replugged it, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, you might have to restart Oculus, and you might have to restart your headset and all that good stuff. You might have to restart Steam VR, which you'll have to restart.
In that case,
game
the game's gone.
Yeah. But that's okay. We can definitely run you a second time if we have to, since this is
second time, you sure?
Yeah. It's we're not gonna DQ you over a technical difficulty. We're at least gonna give you a couple extra tries. if you want.
I was kind of prepared for it to be over for me though with this Oculus recently.
Mm.
I'm
You're still
probably not
using
gonna get too far
Oculus?
with these issues, to be honest.
Actually, I say that, but I don't think you actually have a choice but using Oculus with the Rift S.
Yeah.
Oofda.
Polymorphic encryption detected.
Alright, in which case, yeah, just, I guess you're gonna have to abandon that run.
Encryption
Yeah,
neutralized.
yeah. it's-
R.I.P.
What's up?
Advancing to next system level.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
RP that run.
Yeah,
Analyzing
just go
system.
ahead and restart all your stuff, and then we'll just put you through another round if you want.
Alright. If the same thing happens, I might just throw in the towel.
That's
With,
totally,
probably not gonna make it too much further anyway.
that's totally fair. We'll probably give you like a handful of tries, you know, like 2 or 3 extra. Let's see. You didn't have to reroll, right?
No, I didn't.
Okay, cool. So then we'll
I just stuck with what I got.
Yeah, we'll just count this as a second reroll. So that would be, this would only be your first.
Regenerative encryption detected.
All right, so we'll go
Also-
ahead.
It's giving me a few more problems right now, so it might take a sec to restart.
Hey, King, you wanna drag Aleyssu into another booth real fast? Get them all set up.
Yep, I guess so.
There, go ahead. I'll go ahead and move you guys into room 1. So you
Data extracted.
probably.
Advance to next system node and take it.
All right, cool. All right, well, while that's going down, I'll just go ahead and focus everything on Avennon. Oh God. Who just got done with their 4th hold, making it past the regen. Sorry about that, folks. I didn't mean to drag all that attention on a technical difficulty. But it looked like Avennon got themselves a really quick clear. On the regens and all that.
Over there. See that one coming. What's that?
Let's see here.
Why does everyone seem to hate small pups? I think they're
Avennon is. See.
on Earth. Oh goodness.
Slowly moving into the thing, getting into their 5th and final hold before they step into rods. Honestly, this is if I'm willing to bet, I bet you Avenon's the kind of guy to get a whole
Override
bunch of
token found.
power-up dogs. Yep, there it is. Getting themselves a bullet boost, a ghost dog, and what else are they gonna get? What else are you gonna get, huh? Looks like they're selling the
Override
P350 by Bauer, baby! And maybe the Vector? Yep, there goes the Vector. Looks like they're thinking about getting another
Override
bullet
token found.
boost. Alright, are they gonna keep the VZ? I think they're thinking about it. I can see those gears turning in their head. What are you thinking about? Like, what's on your mind? Trying to do the double scope thing. Don't know if it's gonna work like that. And Avennon is... Yep, they've spent all they could spend. So now it's time to see how they lock it down in rods. And there it is, Avennon stepping into their 5th and final hold, locking it down with a solid loadout here. Got themselves an M16, a SPOS 15, a VT12, and a whole bunch of power-ups. Avennon is just absolutely stacked. The only thing that they're missing is the infinite ammo dog. All right, cascading is up. All right. They got it down to the cheesy bits, using the M16 to tack off the last of those little bites. Only got 2 more, 1 more, and there goes the cascading.
Advancing to next system layer.
In rods.
Analyzing system.
All right, it looks like Avennon's getting aggressive here. Yep, he's getting really aggressive on these Sosigs, just kind of walking around, taking them out as they pop into the thing. Just running them down, running these Sosigs down.
What's going on over here?
That is, and there's the orthogonal. Switching to the SPOS. Ooh, taking out, like, a couple whole sides using the number 4 buckshot. Look, I think he's only got 1 side, but the orthogonal is being very stingy. There it goes. The orthogonal giving Avennon just that, just enough upskirt to get it.
Analyzing system.
Now he's... Yep, there it goes. Avennon just doom circling. Circling. Circling.
What's over there?
You know, honestly, sometimes the relaxing sounds of distant gunfire.
Neutralize it.
All right, using the bullet boost and getting the single tap on the refracted. Hell yeah! All right, let's see what kind of score he's
Data
got.
extracted.
All right, what is that? Look at your
Advance
score,
the
man.
next system node and take it.
That's...
Returning to interface.
Damn it. Come on, look at the score. There you go. There, that's what we need. All right, so we got ourselves a 126. Not too bad. Here, let me go ahead and I'm gonna punch that in, and then I'm gonna ask Keen and them what the status is on their run. Let me just go ahead and got that. Okay, so what do we have here? We got 1, 2, 6, 9, 9. Perfect. All right, so that scores in. Now let me just go ahead and jump in on the actually here. Let me go ahead and I'm gonna pull him into the chat real fast and I'm gonna break it down real quick. I'm gonna let them know what's going on before I jump in and ask what they're doing. Hey, Avennon, how we doing?
Hey, alright.
So, little bit of some bad news. Aleyssu had some technical difficulties, so they gotta restart their run. Uh, it might be a hot minute before we get back to you. If you want to chill and go to like one of the shooting ranges or like do a few more runs or something.
Yeah, you got
Uh,
my score, so I don't have to stick around here, right?
yeah, if you want to dip early, you can. Uh,
Perfect.
it's entirely up to you, man.
No, I'll stick around. I'm not gonna stay in VR.
Oh, that's totally fine. Yeah, you could probably just like I don't know, like play play another game or something while we wait. I'm gonna go ahead and hop into the other room and see how things are going for him.
Alright.
Okay. Hey, what's the status? Okay. Well, I just need to know where we're at moderation. Or okay. Okay, is there stream up? Okay, here, let me go ahead and move them in. Uh, I mean, I could probably, yeah, I'll just move them in stage. That I gotta mute and deafen you real fast. There we go. I mean, you were doing pretty good for the most part. Just go ahead and okay, so that's what? Yeah. All right. So, oh, so they're taking off, huh? All right. It happens. Technical difficulties happen all the time here at First to Worst. Like it's a matter it's a matter of life. It's like how people get sick. Oh, hold up. Hold up. They're going through hydro. We have to hydrate. For those in chat, new challenge. Anytime a contestant goes through hydro, you have to hydrate. should, should should there should there be an extra thing for like going into the water? Like you just drink a whole cup of water? No, we're not gonna go that far. We're basically doing a healthy version of taking drinks, but it's with water. You're what? Oh, oh wait, hold up. Fuck. Speak now.
Hi.
There we go. It works. Alrighty.
Hi, I've been here this entire goddamn time. How you doing,
Either way,
everyone?
Aleyssu getting themselves a 1911. Hell yeah.
Ah, yes, the
A
1911 competitor.
tactical 1911 with the red dot. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of hate the 1911 with the
Well,
red dots.
good news about that. Next update, they will be losing their red dots because
Good.
they have the RMR system now, so they'll be getting stripped.
You know, I
So-
find it funny that Aleyssu has been getting really, I don't know if, in this case, I'd say lucky, but so far they've gotten a, the dummy thick Makarov with the built-in laser, and now they've got a 1911 with a built-in red dot. I find that parallel kind of interesting a little bit, but either way, Aleyssu is in their first hold.
Yep, running it back. Swarm, well, not swarm, stacks to deal with. Shouldn't be that big of a
Statics.
deal with the what's called the gun that they have,
Why-
the M1911 operator,
I got a question for you. Why do they call the statics statics?
because they don't move.
That's
They're-
interesting.
Yeah, they're
Either way, they
statically
already-
what's it called?
Ooh, damn, taking that out in about a what? A 2.5 second time frame, maybe? That was a quick clear though.
They got lots to go. Let's go game back up since they sadly had that happen. So with their technical issues, so they have ground to catch up to.
That's all right.
And I believe we're
It's
also
not, it's not a matter of who finishes first. It's a matter of who gets the higher score. But with that being said, Avennon has already completed all 5 of their holds, and Aleyssu is kind of sort of being given a second chance. But their run was going absolutely flawlessly before they had their crash.
Gotcha.
So I'm willing to bet Aleyssu is going to get the 2-point shotgun. I'm betting. I'm not going to bet money, but I will bet like, I don't know. I'll bet 2 tokens. Or something. I don't know.
Will they get lucky again with their what's it called, shotgun roll? I wonder.
You know, if they get the SPOS 12, I'm gonna freak. Nope, they're getting the 1301, which is on the complete other end of the M23 gun they got last time. It's not a bad roll though, considering the 1301 is the second worst semi-auto shotgun you can get, and it's not terrible. Kind of does say a lot about the semi-auto shotgun pool. And I don't think Aleyssu got, yep, there they are, the number 4 Buckies. Or was that? Yeah, that's number 4. I don't know why, I thought that was number 2 for a second.
Gotcha.
No,
Alright.
Nobody uses number 2 buckshot these days anymore.
Number 2, it's pretty good. It's got more pellets and the same amount of what's it called, punch. That they
It
have,
bridges the gap between double op buck and number 4, but with how good number 4 is at clearing the encryptions, it's kind of
Click the voice chats.
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah, I will run. I'm going to be running away for a bit, so I'm going to leave composition to you for a bit.
Okay. All right. Well, Aleyssu is in their second hold. All right. They're chilling. They're grilling. Anyway, the Hardens are up. They already got 1. They got 3. There goes 4. 5. Ooh, that was slick. That was a slick 180 on that last hardened encryption. Aleyssu is just going fast. Straight up speed demon up in here in substation. You know, Aleyssu is making real good use of that 1911. I don't know what it is about the 1911s, but they just feel like the best, like, 45 ACP pistols outside of, like, maybe the USP Tactical. Ooh, getting some sideways shots. Straight up gangster shooting up in here. All right, Aleyssu now done with their second hold, moving back onto the third. So for those who aren't aware, this is essentially where Aleyssu had their issue. So hopefully they can make it past this point. Are they going to touch the grass? Don't do it. Don't touch the... Okay, they didn't touch the grass this time. I was going to say, the second time you're going through garden and you're going to touch the grass for a second time. Straight up. Straight up, Aleyssu wouldn't even be a grass toucher at that point. They'd be a grass lover. And Aleyssu is taking a stroll through the inclinator. Okay, thank God. Whew. I was going to say, that would have been... Oh. Had Aleyssu just gotten taken out by the cinder block, that'd have been sad. All right, Aleyssu stepping into their third hold. Now this is the part I'm curious about. I'm wondering if Aleyssu is going to go for a because this is where people either take their free token and go, or Aleyssu might get themselves like an SMG or a 6-point assault rifle. If I were to bet on it, I'm guessing Aleyssu might go for the assault rifles. Maybe... No? Oh, getting another tube-fed shotgun, getting the M23 gun again. Aleyssu over there just like... You're as beautiful as the day I lost you. Aleyssu separated from their M23 gun, now reunited. Oh no. About to say, that frickin' Cankersaur was going to turn this from a tournament to a horror movie. Now, all Aleyssu has to do is just make it past the... Ooh, looks like Aleyssu is really trying to stealth it. Really getting sneaky breaky and just jumping right into the third hold here in hub.
Analyzing system.
Locking it down in the hub. Going hard in the hub. Beating all this meat in the hub. All right, Harden is up. They already got 2. There's 3, 4, I believe 5. Aleyssu is just freaking steamrolling at this point. Doing a little bit of a spiral here, trying to find... Yep, found the last harden right there, right by the staircase.
Advancing to next system layer. Analyzing system.
All right. Aleyssu having to make a quick reload.
Swarm encryption.
All right, and there goes the swarms for Aleyssu. Not too bad. Now it's now all they have to do is make it past the recursives.
Analyzing system.
All right, looks like they got themselves a nice lineup here. Ooh, taking out a Sosic through the little slits in the those cover plates there. You know, I've seen a few people like use blocks to cover up the slits there to get some extra cover, but I've never seen anyone try to shoot through them. All right, recursives are up. Switching to the 1911. Taking out the first, dropping down. Ooh, Aleyssu taking a few shots here. And there goes the second recursive. Aleyssu making out of their third hold in the hub.
Data extracted. Advance to next system node and take it.
Now, this is where things are going to get fun. This is where Aleyssu is probably going to roll for the 8-point assault rifle. And everybody loves assault rifles in this game. I mean, can you think of a single person who plays Take and Hold and doesn't like getting a good assault rifle? All right, here we go. Aleyssu about to step into judgment. Gonna go to the place where the Sosigs all gather around and they sacrifice the Sosigs with the worst opinions. Like this is... So I'm willing to bet Judgment is where they sacrifice all the non-bullpub enjoyers.
I want to say that.
What?
Well, they just sacrifice. I thought we agreed that it was on the sacrificial of the worst takes.
Yeah, and anybody who hates bullpubs have really bad takes.
Override token found.
It's simple. It's simple math.
There's only one good bullpup, and that is the LA5. Let's be real here. There it is.
Nah.
I drilled it into existence.
there's- Speak about it and it'll appear. But either way, there's other good bullpubs. There's the FAMAS is good if you can get over the fact that it ain't got pick rails.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's obviously the Og.
Yeah, the OG is iconic.
I've never been a big fan of the Og, but that's beside the point. And then there's the Malyuk, which is surprisingly
Disgusting.
a lot of fun. I like it. I like the Malyuk. Y'all can fight me on that one.
It's just disgusting. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Keeping the pistol. Intriguing. Alright. Oh no, there we
Alright,
go.
and
They're
it
selling the
looks
pistol.
like Aleyssu has sold, sacrificing their pistol, probably for some power-ups. Everyone knowing that power-ups are essentially essential in take and hold nowadays with how the encryptions function.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of hard to take out the orthogonal if you don't have at least a shield dog of some sort. It is doable, but the risk just isn't worth it. All right, and there it is, getting an infinite ammo dog. I believe they have 2 at the moment. Yeah, they got 2 infinite ammos, which will come in handy when they get around to taking on both the regen and the orthogonal. King, what is your opinion on this? Would you rather have a bullet boost for the refractive or an infinite ammo dog for the orthogonal?
I think the orthogonal is a bit more of a pain in the ass to deal with. The refractive is very fun to fight whenever you are just running around it,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah, but getting that...
There's nothing fun about fighting the orthag. Let's be real here.
Yeah, but everyone knows getting that single tap on the refractive is a big buku score move.
Hold this position.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, Aleyssu locking it down in lobby.
Alright. Further than what their last run was, I'm hoping that their headset holds out.
Yep, they'll be able to make it through. The stealths are up. They already got one. Looking for the others. There's one underneath the staircase. There goes 2. I saw one right behind them there in that corner there. Yep, there it is. And they got it. And there's probably a couple more. Yep, right underneath the balcony there.
Oh,
And
one more
the
left
last
somewhere.
one is
there it is.
also underneath the balcony. And
There
there
you go,
goes the
learning to
stealth
aim.
for Aleyssu.
Currently puzzled by the LA5.
Analyzing system.
The L85 is like the ugly boxcar of bullpups. Like you ever see like one of those small like cars from the 80s that are just essentially an assortment of squares?
Yeah, those things are interesting.
It's the... I guess you could say the same about the FAMAS.
Polymorphic encryption detected.
Alright. Polymorphic is
Always
up.
up.
Switching to the L85. Already tacking away at the blemishes.
Polymorphic's, yeah,
Got one
polymorphic being
more.
very nice. Oh,
Just,
losing another hit,
one
Sally.
more.
2 more, actually. And... Oh!
I think this...
So it's like accidentally
and
hit
there
the
it
node.
goes. Aleyssu having a dance around that one a little bit.
System lane. Analyzing system.
Now it all comes down to the region. That big block of cheese. Geen, what's your favorite kind of cheese?
I've had a few cheeses in my time, but I think fresh mozzarella so far is my favorite.
Fair enough.
I'm also partial to actual Parmesan, like proper Parmesan. That stuff's good.
I'm a simple guy. I usually flip between regular cheddar and pepper jack. Alright, regen is up. Using that infinite ammo dog to just frickin' hammer that thing. Damn!
Not bad,
That was
not bad at
a
all.
quick regen clear. Wait, did they? They didn't take their other infinite ammo dog, did they? No, they didn't.
They did. They took an infinite ammo dog to take care of that as quickly as possible.
No, I thought they took the other one that they had.
Their bulbous? Oh no, they took one.
I thought they took a second. I was like, damn, what's that one for? Just for the hell of it? Because I agree.
Alright, we're entering into the finale. Pretty good run, good set of weapons that they have.
Yep. Aleyssu also completely decked out, just like Avennon was. You know, it's kind of funny. They have essentially comparable loadouts here. Not a single one of their contestants have a bad loadout. But I guess that also depends on how you feel about bullpups. Because I know some people in the community hate bullpups.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Ooh.
Alright, I think they're
Here
going
we
to just
go.
go for dogs. Yep.
Bullet boost.
Bullet boost, infinite ammo. They are pretty much set. Looking for something else to get.
Probably a shield. I would probably get a shield dog as well. If I only got the one.
The attachments.
Ooh, a laser sight. A
Maybe.
laser for the L85.
Checking what weapons they have access to. Nope, unlocking, going for, I believe, a reflex. Yep.
Yep, getting a reflex sight.
Ooh, getting the boxy boy. Not bad.
like
It's
that
got
one.
one of the better sight pictures. Yep.
I like that one. That's a good one. And it looks like they're gonna top her off with a.
What ammo type they've taken?
Hmm.
They can go for the mag upgrade and get the 100 round tombstones, which are disgusting and ugly. I wish we get the beta mags.
I can see the gears turning in that head of theirs.
Double up buck? Yep, grabbing double up buck with their shotgun. Interesting. I think they're going to try and go for that extra punch against the refractive. Whoop, not making it. Try again. Not making it again. Try again.
There it goes. Parkour.
Debating on another bullet boost.
Yeah, they gave the fuck it shrug.
Alright, 2 infinite ammos, a bullet boost.
As
Should be perfect for the finale.
as what the that one holographic says, you only live once. It's what's the acronym for you only live once, King?
YOLO.
We got him to say it, guys. We got King to say YOLO.
Why the fuck would I not say YOLO?
I don't know.
Interfacing with system node. Hold this position.
Either way, Aleyssu is in their 5th and final hold, locking it down, ready to rumble and tumble in rods.
Nice blind fire. Using the blind fire to suppress the Sosic so they can get in their face and take them out.
Yeah. Aleyssu getting absolutely aggressive a little bit. Nope, they got themselves a nice little hold down. The cascading is up, using that infinite ammo dog to just hammer at it.
Interesting.
Ooh, already
strat.
got it down to the cheesy bits, and there goes the cascading. That was quick.
Advancing to next system layer. Analyzing system.
Alright, speed
I mean-
meets. Classic.
You know, I've seen people use infinite ammo dogs on cascading, and it really does make a difference on taking that thing down a lot quicker. Because you can just hose at it instead of having to like shoot in bursts. It looks like Aleyssu is doing a little bit of a doom circle around rods. Orthogonal is up. taking
the
their
earth ammo.
infinite ammo dog, getting ready to hammer away at it, focusing on the SOSIGs as to not get hit.
Yep.
Right, just one more sight, and
Nice.
there it goes. Honestly, I think
Nicely done.
Aleyssu might have the advantage here, just a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to Avennon. But Avennon did get a really good score of 126, which is nothing to sneeze at. A 126 is still a really good score.
Yep. So far, I think Aleyssu's been pretty fast overall. I'm not sure
They've
how
been
their no-hits are doing or their kill
straight up-
bonuses are.
Straight up speed demon up in here.
Mhm.
There it goes. Aleyssu getting aggressive with the SOSIGs again, making sure they don't get a chance. All right, they got the infinite ammo dog. All right, switching to the KS-23 and
Nice.
getting a single tap on the refractive with that akimbo shot. Not bad. Getting
128. They
a,
won.
Ooh, damn, that is also a pretty darn good score. Yeah, let me go ahead and
Returning to interface.
punch that in, and then we will drag our contestants for
Debrief.
break the news.
Mhm. Is that the highest? Nope, that is not the highest score we've seen this seed. That belongs to Hot Dogger still. But it is within the, what's it called? It is the second highest.
1, 8, 7,
1, 2, 8,
3.
3, 5, 0.
All right, awesome. So the scores are in. Let me go ahead and drag our contestants in here.
Mm-hmm. All right. Hello, you two.
Gentlemen,
It took us a bit to get to this point, but welcome back.
I survived. Well, my headset did at least.
Mhm.
It's a miracle.
Yeah.
yeah, that was a. That
sorry
was
for
a
the delay
pretty
once
good
again. Yeah, sorry for the delay once again, Evian.
No, it's alright.
But yeah, either way, coming from a crashed computer, like legitimately everything completely broke on let's go Aleyssu's side. They had to restart their entire PC. So
Oculus
Yeah.
moment.
yeah, ouch stuff
Yeah, that
there.
That definitely was a bummer there, but I mean, you still made up for it though. That was still a really good run there, and honestly, you two just did a phenomenal job. You both were really quick. You both just locked it down, especially you, Aleyssu. I gotta say though, Avennon, unfortunately, you treated the carry handle site with the utmost disrespect, so you're DQ. We can't stand for that here.
Well,
I'm
what
kidding.
can you do?
I'm kidding. Well, anyway, I
They
got
even use it as a what's it called? As a foregrip. Come on.
Oh, that didn't even cross my mind. I was thinking about that
well,
fuck up I did with the auto shotty.
it's all good.
That was
Either
tough.
way, I got your guys' score right here. Are you guys ready for me to break the news?
I already saw
I'm
it,
ready.
so go
Hope
ahead.
you already saw. Yep.
Yeah, it
Well,
was-
Or sorry to say, yeah, if you already saw, you're out.
Well, in
Yeah.
that case, Avennon, you already know you got yourself a really good score of 1,269 giggity thousand and 900 points, which is unfortunately stacked up against Aleyssu's 1,287,350. So,
Which I would like to quickly remark is the second highest score this seed so far. Congratulations.
Ooh.
If only that was. Oh, that was not my best display.
hey, you know, it's all right. Like I said in the stream, your 126 is still a score. It's nothing to sneeze at. That's still a really good score.
Yeah. I did my first actually run on hold 6, I managed, or this seed, hold seed 8, I managed to get 13. So I was kind of hoping I could get somewhere near there,
Mm.
but I fucked up too much. Tournament shakes.
Yeah,
Gotcha,
it
gotcha.
happens.
But yeah. That was great display from both of you, but yeah, sorry. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Aleyssu, good job. Get your get your headset under control. That's all I have to say to you.
I'll try. I'll
Essentially.
try.
Yeah, try and
all good.
troubleshoot that before your next run, because you did slightly have an unfair advantage in my eyes with having to restart your run. You got some practice in before, just right
Oh.
there on the spot. So, just I would rather that not happen again. So try and get your it's called technical support stuff situated before next time.
If it
But-
happens again, I will forfeit.
Yeah. In any case, your next opponent, Aleyssu, it's gonna be Slayer.
So yeah.
Ooh, that'll be a good run.
Yeah.
That'll be absolutely fun to watch.
But yeah, in any case, Avennon. Sorry to say, but your tour is over. How do you feel?
It sucks, but at least I don't have to do it anymore, right? That's what everyone says, but
Yeah, that's
True.
Yeah, you get to play the game for fun now, right?
well, I still played this for fun. The tournament was really fun. Probably not going to touch H3 again.
I was gonna
for
say,
a year.
I thought people who play first to worst play to win. Like it's all competition.
Well,
No
That's the worst way
I
to
think
play.
realistically, I
no
wasn't
no
gonna
no
win.
niceties, no
fun.
nothing. It's just get in, get the prize.
That's a terrible
I'm
way to
kidding.
play. Do not listen to this man. Go play the game. It is the best VR game
Yeah,
on the market.
Throw some shade at your opponent. Let's get some spice going on in here. I'm kidding. But jokes aside, yeah, we don't have too many questions from chat or anything like that. You guys just simply did a phenomenal job. I think.
How do you feel about the the LA5 after this run, Aleyssu? Because I saw hold 4. You were very puzzled by it missing a lot of shots. You just looked at it like crushing its existence for a moment there.
I think that's more or less my inability to use iron sights. I wouldn't blame the gun.
It's got a funky iron sight. I hate its sock placement with a passion. Still, I wish Anton would go and give it a little bit more relief, just a tad bit, because you're literally right up against the irons. It sucks.
True.
But yeah, I think it needs just a slight bit more relief in order to be good. But in any case, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess. Yeah. With that all being said, we're pretty much all set to bring it to a close. Contestants, do we have any final words for each other before we close this out?
You best keep going. Don't knock me out of here for nothing.
I'll try.
Uh,
No guarantees on the headset.
we won't let your death go in vain, soldier.
That's what I
Alright.
want to hear.
Hell yeah.
Finally use
Alright.
this drive for piracy
Okay,
again now.
We definitely won't forget you, Avennon? It's Avennon, right?
Avennon.
Avennon.
It's made by my dyslexic father, so hard to pronounce.
All right. Well, to everyone who's still watching, you keep practicing, you stay hydrated, and we will see you in the next First to Worst. You all take care.
Bye bye.
See ya.